Hello again. Wanted to show you something something nice. Okay, so at my house slash studio indoor slash property, I did this last. I kind of got started late. I got started in fall, which was probably a bad time to even try to garden. But believe it or not, yes, this video is about my garden. Duh. All right, so to all right, you know what the cool thing was is that radishes. Yeah, I got lots of radishes. The beets, they grew super tall, but when I pulled them, nothing. I guess that's a fall thing. I don't know. I got the radishes. I got these are things I got out of fall when I did the garden. I also got the collard greens and, believe it or not, romaine. Yeah, romaine. Here, I'll prove it to you. These are from fall. I got some left. We were eating a lot of it. It looks pretty healthy. I did have a compost right here where my cat's rolling. Hey cat. Hey cat. But, however, the compost got a little too much, so the romaine and all that started dying, so I moved the compost into the main garden, which I'll show you now. Okay. This is the main garden. I haven't rowed it out yet. I started to row it right here, but my friend's coming out. My friend's coming out Saturday morning. We're gonna split the rows. So rows and hose, rows and hose. All right, check it out. It starts like so. There's one of my hose just laying there. Actually, it's a rake. Okay, so it goes, and it goes, and it goes. If you notice the wooden plank board at the end there, I'm putting PVC pipes through each row at the end this time so it doesn't flood. Last time it would flood, but it wasn't a terrible flood. It was the kind of flood where the water would stay in the rows for days on end. So they were guaranteed water. Wasn't that bad. I mean, we got moss that started to grow, but I think that was because of lack of sunlight, which some of these trees are going to be assessed this time. Alright, the house fire, of course, we're in a hotel, so I've been coming out here a little bit every time, trying to do a little more and more. But let's go on with the garden here. You see the garden goes, and here's my fire pit, which I'm going to keep. And then the garden comes off of there, and then, I don't even know if you can understand how I'm trying to explain this. I'm rambling on. I'm rambling on! Like a maniac! Alright. So here's the cool thing about my garden here. This thing used to be a circular patch, and it had romaine. You can see kind of where the romaine is like forms a circle. And I had pumpkins, but the pumpkins died. We hit a good freeze, and they were gone. I also got carrots. Forgot to mention. All right, so instead of it being a circle anymore, I actually tailed out a line that went this way and a line that went this way. Alright, because I thought, you know, well, I could do like patches of this and that going down that way and patches going down that way. So I was like, okay, well, I'll do one going out that way. It makes cool sense too. And then I thought, okay, from the middle, I'm going to go out that way. All the way down there. And then I'm going to go all the way down there from here. And then I thought, okay, well, if I'm going out that way, and that way, and that way, and that way, and that way, I have like this baseball field kind of feeling, like a diamond, right? So I went to point 1, 2, 3. This point and that point, they're that. But 1, 2, 3, I connected them. As you can see, this is the point, and then it goes next out that way. It's kind of cool. I'm probably going to redesign it again, but it's kind of funny how this works because we're going to see if we can see it from here, from this angle. But I hope I got this. I hope you guys can really see this. But when you look at it, it kind of actually looks like an eye with a straight eyebrow from the top. Can you see that? Can you see it? Don't you see the eye? Don't you see the eye? Don't you see the eye? Okay, here's another cool thing I want to show you real quick. Another row that I expanded onto. Unfortunately, I had to give the tiller back to my friend. I'm trying to get him to bring it back, and he's like, no, let's break our backs with hoes and rakes. And I'm like, why such back-breaking work? Well, to be honest with you, I like using a tiller, but when you do a garden and you're growing food from the ground, from the earth, I think it's a good idea to work your hardest. It's cool to use technology to help you, but when you broke your back over it and you've done the hardest work and you're getting the best product, it brings on so much more meaning to what you're doing. It makes so much more respect. I can respect it more, I can enjoy it more, and I can really feel good about who I give the food to. You know, it makes me feel better than going to the grocery store and buying the product. Okay, so here's another thing. A little expansion on here. 4 extra rows. Right here on the side. But actually, I see the rows are going that way. 2, 3, 4. I'm actually thinking about redesigning this going rows this way down, because I could probably fit more rows. And I could probably somehow make that drain. But, here's one more thing before I cut this video short. Well, got a little caterpillar right there. He's just enjoying the day. Okay, this tree right here, this is my special tree. What I'm doing here in this tree is I'm going to get a pulley, and I'm going to do a straight nylon rope down, and it's going to have 3 pails. Green pail, green pail, green pail. And the pails are going to go, you know, from top to bottom, and I'll have like the rope I can pull with a little anchor into the ground, or stake. And then I'll be pulling it so I can pull it down and harvest or plant, and then pull it up so it stays up there. Honestly, it's actually going to be a test for me because I've never done this before, but it's going to be cool to have that kind of expansion. I hope you enjoyed my garden. When I do some expansions, I will show you it then. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Let's make it professional. There's my tent in my yard with my 2 little trees and my rug. I gotta give that a makeover. Light.